guys, I'm back with another video, and I know it's been a while, but I've been so busy since my last video, which was the work in progress New 52 new Batgirl design cosplay video. So that was for New York Comic Con, which has just passed, and what this video, as you can see by the title, is about. So my cosplay is finished. It went like, okay, it actually was like 95% finished, but I did wear it. I only wore it Friday at the con because it ended up being super hot, which I knew it was going to be, but it was like really bad. And then Saturday it was raining and I was afraid the paint on the suit would run, so I didn't wear it, in addition to the already not wanting to wear it. So, but I had a great time in on Friday. I saw several other girls wearing the same kind of costume, and I felt really confident in mine compared to theirs, which I know you're not supposed to compare yourself to other cosplayers, but like, I just was kind of worried about it, and seeing others, I was like, cool, you know, nobody did like 100% perfect replica of it, you know, in the time that we had. So I will do another video on my costume coming up, just the costume itself, but I'm also going to show a couple pictures from the con. I don't know if I'm going to put them in this video, but I might just link to my Automatica Facebook page down here, and I'll post some photos up there because I'm still having some computer issues, and I'd rather just kind of upload this video straight as it is instead of editing photos in and trying to get that to work in the middle of my computer freaking out. So yes, check out my Facebook page, and I will put some photos up there. So yeah, I just want to talk about like my experience at the con. This year felt a little different to me. I felt like we spent some more time at panels as opposed to walking the show floor or at Artist Alley or waiting on lines even. We spent less time waiting on lines this year. So yeah, I just, you know, I have some things that I picked up that I'll go through, and I have a few cool things to show, but otherwise, it's just going to be mostly like my experience. So if you don't really care, you can try fast forwarding through like to see what I picked up or whatever. But I'm just going to start from the beginning and kind of go from there. So obviously, it was New York Comic Con 2014 this year, and this is the program guide. This has all the panels and everything in it. That's maps, the show floor, and everything. So if you're looking for someone or something in particular, it's in this book. It's got some nice artwork on it, actually, of like some new Marvel stuff going on, like the Lady Thor and Falcon Cap. Now, it was from the 9th, which was Thursday, to the 12th, which was Sunday. And like last year, I only went from Thursday through Saturday, because by Sunday, we were just kind of shot. I mean, we saw pretty much everything we wanted to see. Todd started a new job this week that he had to get prepped for. We had a wedding to go to on Monday, so we were just like, let's take Sunday to kind of relax. And so we came home, and it was fine with me. So we're hoping next year to be able to go all 4 days, because what we want to do is we went with 2 of our friends who were both going to New York Comic Con for the first time, and they had a great time and agreed that hopefully next year, with some proper planning, and I've already started to look, we'd like to get a place the 4 of us can stay. Like, we want to rent an apartment on Airbnb and stay there for 3 nights, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, so that we want it to be in walking distance of the Javits Center, so that we can just come and go from the con as we please. Just when we're ready to go to sleep, we go to sleep. When we wake up in the morning, we can just walk to the center, because for us, where we live on Long Island, it's about an hour and 15-20 minute train ride one way to get there, and it seems kind of silly. I mean, I know people come from all over the world to go to these cons, and like, you know, people drive farther and everything, but just, you know, and we're not taking for granted how close we are to New York City. Believe me, it's awesome, but to just 4 days in a row do that back and forth, it's like, you just want to go to sleep, and you want to wake up, and you want to go, and also throughout the day, it's a place to store your stuff. It's a place to go and take a nap if you want to between panels. You know, like, I just didn't even want to go to panels past like 7, 8 o'clock, because it was just like, okay, I'm ready for food, I'm ready for this. So anyway, that's hopefully going to be our plan next year. But this year, we only stayed 1 night, Friday night, which was better than nothing. But yeah, so so we start with Thursday. What do we do Thursday? Thursday, the highlight was definitely the Bob's Burgers panel, which, as you can see, this year, this has how the main stage worked. You got wristbands. Now, in the past, if you wanted to go to a main stage panel, which the main stage holds about 3,000 people, you'd have to line up for hours and hours just to get to like that one panel that you want to see. And what they did was they didn't clear the room after the panels. So if you want to go see a panel at like 7 o'clock at night, like, you could just go to the panel that's at noon and just stay there all day, and you can get like the best seat in the house by just camping out. And people did do this, believe me, I saw it, especially for the Walking Dead panel. So this year, for the first time, they've started clearing the main stage between every single panel. So how it works is, the beginning of the day when like Comic-Con first opens, each day they gave out these wristbands. So all you did was wait on the line for a wristband. And once you had a wristband for the panel, you put it on, and then you could go wait in line for another wristband for a main stage panel if you wanted. And you could potentially get like every wristband for that day if you were quick enough and you waited long enough. And then you just go around the con for the rest of the day, do whatever you want, and about a half an hour before the panel is going to start, wait online, and you'll get in. You're guaranteed to get in if you have a wristband. If you want a super great seat in the front row, you got to go still hours before. But for us, that was not an issue. We got some decent seats, even, just walking right in. So I really, really liked what they did with the main stage this year. It was a little bit disorganized, like getting the wristbands out. Like, for example, Saturday was the Daredevil panel, and this one was a disaster. People waited online for hours, and then they like didn't have enough wristbands, but oh wait, never mind, we like have a box somewhere that we forgot about, let's go get it. And people were just like getting out of the line, and they were like, wait a minute, I waited in the line, now you're gonna not give me one. It was kind of a mess. So hopefully next year they can kind of figure out a better way to organize it, but otherwise it was really, really good. So yeah, Thursday was the Bob's Burgers panel, which was awesome. The whole cast was there. Almost the whole cast was there. Dan Mintz was not. And they're hilarious. The show's hilarious. If you don't watch it, I recommend you do. It's a cartoon for adults, what else is there to really say? It's very funny. What else did we have here? Friday, Thursday. Yeah, so that was, I think, the only one we saw on the main stage that day. Otherwise, we just walked around and bought some stuff, whatever. That was that. So then Friday was the day that I cosplayed. And so I, again, check out pictures on Facebook. And it went so well. It was so awesome. I had a lot of people asking, stop for pictures, and I... other than being super uncomfortable for a lot of it, I really felt like happy with the way my costume came out. And of course, thanks to my mom for helping me again every year, driving her nuts, but she does such an awesome job. And yeah, so we saw some panels Friday as well. First one we saw was AMC's Comic Book Men. I don't know why I'm showing you these wristbands. They're literally like ripped off my wrist. They're gross, whatever. But that's how I'm remembering. So waited online for this one, as well as the Archer wristbands. Yes, Archer was Friday night. So got both of these wristbands Friday morning, and then just went to the panels. Comic Book Men was hilarious. Kevin Smith was like the moderator of the panel, and then the Comic Book Men were on the panel. And of course, any panel that Kevin Smith is involved in basically turns into like the Kevin Smith show. He just talks for like on end. And I love Kevin Smith, don't get me wrong, but like the panel's called Comic Book Men. Like, I want to hear the guys talk. And when they did, Bird, I'm trying to film a video in here. Psh, no respect. So yeah, so the Comic Book Men, when they did get a word in, were really funny, and otherwise Kevin Smith was also very funny and very inspirational. He likes to talk about like follow your dreams and all that stuff, and don't give up sugar. So that was really fun. And then I went to some other panels that day that were not main stage panels. I went to the Gotham Rising panel, which was like the new books, the new Batman books that are coming out, like the new Batgirl team, the Gotham Academy team, Gotham by Midnight, what's coming up in Batman and Batman and Robin and all that stuff. And it was a really good panel, and I love the new Batgirl team, and more about that in a second. Gotham by Midnight looks really interesting. Like, there's just some really... Gotham Academy looks really good too. Like, they're all... I like how they're kind of have all these sort of different books going on right now in Gotham, in the Batman universe, and that's basically what they talked about, how they have like different kind of flavors for, if you like horror, read this, if you like, if you're like a younger girl read Batgirl, like whatever. So that was an interesting panel. Also went to the Birdman panel on Friday. Yeah, yes, Gotham. I was at the Once Upon a Time panel because it was in between Birdman and Gotham Rising, and in that wasn't the main stage. That's the Empire stage, was the second biggest. They don't clear that one, so to keep my seat, I sat through the Once Upon a Time panel, which I do like that show. I just didn't think I attended panel on it, but it was actually really nice. They showed the whole episode for the next episode that was coming up, and like, you know, the Jennifer, what's her name? The actress that plays Emma Swan. Jennifer Morrison was there, and she's really nice. And then after that was the Birdman panel, which was Michael Keaton and Edward Norton, and that was a really great panel as well. That movie looks phenomenal. They showed a few clips, and it was really, like, it just looks like it's a really different kind of film, which is basically what they were saying. So if you have any interest in that, definitely recommend seeing it. We're going to see it, you know, whenever it comes out. I think it's soon. I want to say it's soon. It might be tomorrow. I think it comes out tomorrow. So go see Birdman. Looks really good. I was hoping they were going to do a Q&A at the end of the panel, because most panels have a Q&A at the end, but this one did not. Michael Keaton he like left that panel instantly. So I was a little sad because I wanted to ask him, would he consider playing Old Man Bruce in a Batman Beyond live action film if they ever did that. And honestly, I think he would have said yes, because he actually mentioned in the panel how he was really proud of having played Batman. So I would have liked to hear him say that, but I did not get to hear that. So I'm actually going to get back to Friday in a second. When I do my haul, I'll explain why, but I'm just going to go through the panels I saw. So then Saturday we started with Lego Batman, which I don't have my wristband for. So Saturday we saw the Lego Batman panel, which was awesome. That was probably my favorite of the panels. It was just, the moderator did a really good job. I can't remember who moderated it, but he was hilarious. They had creators, they had stars of the, like, people in the game. Kevin Smith was there again, and thankfully didn't kind of take over the whole panel, but he did talk a lot when he talked. Stephen Amell was there, because he's voicing Green Arrow in the game. And who else was there? Troy Baker was there, and he was great as well. It was just a really funny panel. They showed some, like, footage of the game. They showed some, like, actual playing. They showed new characters that I'm sure you guys have all seen by now. I'm just, you know, I'm not here to provide the news. I'm here to just tell how much fun I had. So if you don't want to hear me babble, I'm sorry. What else? After that, Saturday, what did we do? We went to some other panels, like, in the middle of the day, but we also walked the show floor again, a lobby. Like, we didn't buy a lot, but we looked at everything. We hung out with some other friends. We went to a couple of smaller panels, ended up in, like, a Disney Infinity panel, and then ended up in a DC, like, new DC panel where they talked about, like, the new books that are coming out on the way. And then we went to the Daredevil panel that night, which was also awesome. They showed some footage there as well, which was, like, top secret. Every time they were about to show a clip, the people, they had, like, guards that they were calling Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because they were, like, in these suits and they looked like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They were like, turn off your camera, turn off your phones, no cameras, before every clip. And, you know, there were a few people that got kicked out of the panel because they were filming. And, but the footage was awesome. The cast is awesome. I'm so looking forward to the show. It's supposed to be next summer on Netflix, and what is it, 13 episodes. They also confirmed that they have not cast they had not cast Luke Cage. They have not cast Jessica Jones. I think they said they didn't cast. So, like, any rumors that have gone around about, like, Luke Cage has been cast, it's false. So anybody rooting for Terry Crews still, you can. He still has a shot. So, yeah, it looks like a really, really gritty, like, dark, like, awesome, kind of realistic, but who knows where it's gonna go, like, show. And it was basically said that everything is connected. So to the question of, like, will Daredevil cross over into the movies or whatever, everything is connected. So it's basically yes, and that kind of bodes well for, like, Civil War, like Luke Cage can be in Civil War or whatever, if that's true. So yeah. I'm pretty sure that covers like all the panels, and it doesn't seem like a lot, but it's definitely like a lot more than we've gone to in past Comic-Cons, where I felt like we just walked around the show floor a lot. We did a lot of walking, did a lot of this. So yeah, I feel like we saw, and I was happy about it because it was time to sit down. It was time to like really see the stars and hear what they have to say. And like, did I skip over the Archer panel? I did, didn't I? Well, Friday night was the Archer panel, and it was awesome because it's another adult cartoon that's awesome and hilarious, and I recommend you watch it if you're not. So, oops. And it was the first time ever the entire Archer cast was on one stage at a con, and like they were great. They're so hilarious together. So, alright, I cannot believe this video is going, what is this, 15 minutes, and I haven't shown anything I bought or anything, so, oh my god. Alright. So, I mean, aside from like, you know, swag bags and like little stickers and like stress balls and pins and stuff, there were like a few freebies that were kind of cool, like there's free comics floating around, like this is like a free Defend comics. I don't know if this is just like random stories in here. I don't know, I didn't really flip through it, but there's a bunch of tables that hand out like free stuff like this. There was New York Comic Con Mad Libs. There was a couple like vendors who were selling Mad Libs, and like Todd bought a few of them, like Adventure Time themed ones and stuff. This one is literally like all geeky like New York Comic Con stuff, so it's like an exclusive set of Mad Libs. Haven't done any of them yet. Geico was there, and they had like their own like cosplay contest that I didn't get to enter, and they had like a big van and stuff, but they also had these like folding sunglasses that were kind of cool, and they literally fold up into like a little, and then they're regular sunglasses, so free, whatever. Other free stuff is, oh, at the Infinity panel, they gave away a bunch of free, like, Infinity, I guess they're figures, but, like, they also work with the game. I'm not really sure how Disney Infinity works. Like, we kind of went in halfway through the panel and just to sit down and relax before the next panel that was in that room. And so I don't really hear how the game itself works, and I've never played it, so, but I got Rocket Raccoon. I really want a Groot, but we missed him, and I wanted to grab a second one, but I missed the second one. I could probably have gotten Hawkeye, but I didn't. I also would have liked Hulk. One of our friends got Hulk, and they didn't have Spider-Man, so that was a bummer. But I got Rocket Raccoon, Disney Infinity figure, that was free also. And oh, in the Archer panel, last year they gave out beanies that said Archer on them, and this year I was like, oh, I wonder if we'll get like a beanie. And I was like, oh, I want a beanie for Bob's Burgers, that'd be really cool, but they didn't do that. Bob's Burgers didn't give us anything free. But they gave us these playing cards, so they just say Archer New York Comic Con 2014, and they're just like regular coded playing cards. And that's it for free stuff, and then I just bought a few things. One of the things that's like a weird thing to buy at a Comic Con, I guess, is these Einhorn's Epic Cookies, and they're literally $4 a cookie, but they were so good. They had samples out on the, like, in front of the booth, and we kept, like, walking by and just taking samples. But after, like, I ate them several times, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy one. And so I bought the birthday cake flavor, which was one of the two that I was deciding between. This is really yummy. So I recommend them if you ever see them at a con or you want to order them or something. But they have other flavors that were also, they were all really good. But my other favorite was Houston, the chocolate chip and potato chip flavor. So definitely recommend those. And then I bought two other things that I bought that these were like my bigger purchases that weren't even that super big, but one is this book that I bought, and I'd never heard of it, and I saw it like walking by the table, and I instantly knew that I was gonna like it. But it's called Super Graphic, and it's by Tim Long, I don't know how you say that, but he was there and he did sign it for me, and he like did a little diagram in it as well, because what it is just a book, as you can see, a visual guide to the comic book universe. So it's just like graphs and basically like infographics and stuff, all about superheroes and comic books and stuff. And so, if you didn't know, if you're like new to my channel or something, I am a graphic designer, so this is super appealing to me in two ways, as a graphic designer and as a comic book fan. And I've just flipped through it a little bit. I haven't finished, like I haven't read it yet, but it looks really, really awesome. So, I mean, it has like new stuff in it, it has like old stuff in it, but I'm looking really forward to like really looking through it. So that was my one purchase, and then my other purchase, which you could probably guess if you knew anything about the con and its exclusives. I bought this on Thursday. Like, we got there, got our wristbands for the panels, and then I went straight to the show floor to buy it. The Kotobukiya Artifacts Nightwing statue, the blue version, which was exclusive to the con, and like a small pre-order online. And so he looks really awesome. I haven't actually taken him out yet, but I will after this video now that I've filmed it. And I'll definitely be reviewing him soon. And I'm regretting not buying a couple more because he's going super high prices on eBay. I could have just this could have paid for itself if I bought just a second one and sold it. But oh well. I was not greedy and I just got myself one. And I don't have the red one of this, but I will probably pick it up if I ever see it super cheap, or if like Crazy Toys decides to knock it off like they did with the Superman one. But definitely really like the statue. And that's it for my purchases, but then I did also get a couple other oh no, I purchased one more thing. I purchased the New York Comic Con exclusive cover for Bob's Burgers #1, which is obviously a comic book based off of the show Bob's Burgers that I previously talked about. And I just love the like blank cover that it's not blank, textless. Are they called textless covers? It just has the artwork. And then on the back it says Comic-Con exclusive, etc. I would have liked to get this signed, but I bought it on Saturday, and we didn't go back to Artist Alley, and I don't know if the artist was there, but I'll hold on to it and see if the artist is there next year or something, probably get it signed then. And then my last thing, like I said, I was going to get back to Friday when I cosplayed. I had my issue 35 of Batgirl with me to get signed, and I also bought the there's another purchase. I bought the New York Comic Con exclusive variant of it. And so on Friday, the whole team, Cameron Stewart, Brandon Fletcher, and Babs Tarr, did a signing in Artist Alley of, well, they could have signed whatever you wanted, but I had them sign my issues, obviously. And so I got to meet, this is like, the story is going so poorly. But anyway, I got to meet all three of them, and they signed my copies of Batgirl. So this is the original release. I bought this on Wednesday when it came out. And then this is the New York Comic Con exclusive. Honestly, like, I don't really I'm not like super enthused with this cover. Like, I don't think it's any more beautiful than this one or anything, but it's just the having the exclusive, like, I was there, I bought this and I got it signed, just that kind of allure. I really wanted to find the Babs Tarr variant, but I didn't find it. So they were super nice. They really I saw two other girls cosplaying as Batgirl in that line, and we all got to take pictures with them, where most other people just kind of got their stuff signed and left. They were sharing the table with the team for Gotham Academy, because Brendan Fletcher is on both books, and I actually got this poster for Gotham Academy, which is really long, and I got that signed by the three of them from Gotham Academy. And I think it was Becky Cloonan who was asking me about my cowl and how I made it. Everybody was really amazed by my paper mache cowl of all the parts of my costume. It's funny. And then Babs Tarr looked at my jacket and saw that I had painted on the bat symbol, and she was like, "Oh, it's really funny you did it that way, because it's basically how Barbara does it in the comic." And I was like, I know, I had taken a picture of it as I was doing it, and I Instagrammed it, and I told her, I was like, I Instagrammed it, I tagged it, and I sounded like such a nerd. But you can see, this is the panel. She's painting her bat symbol on with a foam brush, so I took a picture with this panel and I posted it to Instagram. But anyway, so they were really nice. I took a picture with them, and that'll be on my Facebook as well. So I think that's pretty much it. But I was really excited to meet them and show them my costume and everything. And then I actually tweeted the picture of me meeting them after the fact, and they like tweeted back like, thanks for, you know, coming to see us, and you looked awesome, and blah blah blah. So that was really cool too. Oh, I got this shirt at Comic-Con. It was free at the Lego Batman panel. And it says Lego Batman 3 on the back. And they also gave us posters, but Todd has both of them. He gave one to his nephew, and I don't have anywhere to put one, so I don't have that. But it was just like, you know, it was like a smaller poster, and it said Lego Batman 3. So that was cool. That was, yeah, free stuff. But anyway, so 25 minutes of me rambling. Cool. Sorry. I'm sorry I'm so boring. But if you sat through this, yay for you. Anyway, this year was really awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing how they, like, tighten up the wristband situation next year, hopefully staying in the city next year. It would be really cool if, like, any of you guys go to I don't know if any of my subscribers, like, go to New York Comic Con. I'm sure some of you do, because I know some of you, like, you talk, when I mention a mock time, you're like, oh, I go there. So I'm sure I have viewers that go there. It'd be cool, like, say hi, if we're ever there, same time. And, I will have a video coming up soonish, showing my whole cosplay. But other than that, that's it. And then I'm also obviously going to do some reviews. I have figures that I picked up, not a lot. I got the new Agent Venom. I got my pre-order yesterday after everyone else picked it up in the store. I'm going to review the statue, obviously, and I have other figures that, like, I have had for a while that I've been saying I will review for a while, so yeah. But yeah, I think that's it, guys. I'm sorry I talk so much, but thank you for watching if you did. I will see you soon, and hopefully we're also hopefully going to do a Rogue show soon. I know we've been talking about it for a while, and we totally fell behind on our Batman Eternal stuff, but we're going to just probably we might do a video about, like, all the new DC films that were recently unveiled, so keep a lookout for that. Hopefully we're going to do that soon. And I'm really going to end this now. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon.